This is my finished figure painting. I'm oiling out this painting right now using a mixture of Damar varnish, a tiny bit of turpentine, poppy oil, and walnut oil. And so I'm making sure that the oiling out medium is getting put over any areas that have sunken in and become matte. And so I'm crouching down to see how the light is hitting the painting, making sure that I get all those matte areas. But I want to use as little oil as possible, so I'm going to use a paper towel really lightly over the surface just to make sure I'm getting any excess oil off the canvas. This one is done in Grisaille, so I only use 3 colors, which is flake white, ivory black, and raw umber. So it's pretty much a black and white painting, but the raw umber lets you be able to give temperature shifts to it. Okay, so here are the big takeaways that I learned while working on this one. The first being, when you're blocking in, you should be blocking in. When I was blocking in, I think I was also in the mindset of resolving the painting at the same time. So blocking in to me means you're finding your value structure and also the temperature structure. And so if you're in the mindset of resolving little details or even getting things to look like the textures that they are, like the hair to look like the hair and the skin to look like skin, finding the value structure for blocking in is, I think it's the hardest thing, is getting the perfect value structure. So while you're searching for that, you're probably going to be painting over things again and again and again. So if you're also in the mindset of resolving when you're doing that, it's just kind of going to be a waste of time. So until you find that really perfect, solid value structure and all the temperature shifts in it, I wait to resolve until after that. And secondly, finding your key, which relates to that value structure. So finding your key means you're finding your lightest lights and your darkest darks and everything that fits in between that. So in this painting, Matt showed me, he put a really thick dab of pure white paint in the lightest light, which is in this area. So you can see really how far you can push that range of values, especially in the lighter end, which is really good for me because I definitely have a tendency, at least so far with painting, to keep things down and really not go as bright as I can go. And so putting that really thick dab of white on the painting, it really helps you see and really makes you push yourself to push everything as bright and luminous as it is in nature. But then at the end of each day, I was making sure that I was scraping off that thick dab of white paint so I can maintain a really smooth surface on it. And thirdly, edges are so soft, and when in doubt, really just go softer. I think to make a painting really powerful, and especially pushing more towards naturalism, is if you're finding everything at varying degrees of softness, it's really powerful then when you have your few accented sharps. And so on Brian, my sharp points are in the hand where it's showing that shadow on the leg from the fingers, the edge of the nose and the eye, and then also on the hand with the thumb, and then everything else is just varying degrees of softness. And fourthly, I'm really learning that to find atmosphere and air in a painting, it's really all about your temperature shifts and edges. And I've really been pushing towards finding atmosphere and the air that is around the figure and the air that's also in front of the figure. So I didn't want Brian to look like he was a cutout pasted on a background. So I did a lot of painting the background into Brian and then also Brian into the background, just to like try and create more atmospheres and figuring out how to do that and how to paint air. And working on this painting was so much fun and I'm really proud of it. If you like this painting, it'd be really cool if you shared this video. Okay, and here's the time lapse of the progress making it.